itch to tinker. I looked at the i3-2330M inside. It works, sure, but it always feels like it's running out of breath, especially when multitasking or watching high-resolution videos. So I decided to upgrade to an i5-2450M. It's the same Sandy Bridge generation, same socket. Basically, plug and play. The i5 is still dual-core with 4 threads, but it's clocked higher and has a larger cache. From old benchmarks and user reviews, it performs about 20 to 30% better than the i3-2330M in real-world use. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any stronger 4-core, 8-thread chips for this platform. They're just too rare and overlooked by most sellers nowadays. I tested Left 4 Dead again, and while the overall FPS didn't jump dramatically, staying around 50 FPS like before, the average frame rate actually improved by about 20 frames, holding steady above 80 FPS. Gameplay felt noticeably smoother, especially during fast reaction moments and heavy combat scenes. Switching over to Half-Life, I finally started to see some real improvement. The FPS seems to be capped at around 100, but what really stands out is how much smoother everything feels now. The average frame rate increased by more than 20 FPS, and even during gunfights, the gameplay stayed responsive and stable. And honestly, that small boost can make a huge difference, especially in a fast-paced shooter. A few extra frames can mean the difference between landing the headshot or getting hit first. Sure, 100 FPS isn't anything special today, but remembering this laptop is more than 14 years old, it's honestly impressive. Watching it handle Half-Life this smoothly feels like reviving an old warrior. Not fast by modern standards, but still fighting strong. Switching over to Minecraft, I noticed a small but clear difference. The real-time FPS went up by about 10 to 15 frames, while the average FPS stayed around 5 frames higher, compared to the i3-2330M. In reality, these two CPUs aren't that far apart. Both have 2 cores and 4 threads, and the only major difference is that the i5-2450M has a slightly higher clock speed, reaching 3.1 GHz. But here's the thing, Minecraft mainly relies on the integrated GPU, and since both CPUs use nearly the same iGPU, the performance difference is minimal. So while the upgrade looks nice on paper, in practice, the game still feels pretty much the same. Testing again with a full HD video, I noticed the new CPU upgrade made a huge difference. Playback was completely smooth. No stutters, no lag, nothing. It handled 1080p way better than before, which honestly surprised me. But when I tried pushing it further with a few more games, that's where things started falling apart. The screen began flickering non-stop, almost like the laptop itself was begging me to stop. It's clear this old warrior has done its best, and maybe it's finally time to let it rest.